To our broadcast with a twist on tonight's game. It'll count towards the NBA Cup. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Harris is out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Mitchell is out there with Powell. And it's Jaquez in at the 3. Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
So the Bucks win the tip. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Turner with a screen for Giannis. It's stolen. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at New York. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And when I look at the Heat, they're just hanging steady. Middle of the pack, middle of the road. Call it what you want. That's where they find themselves.
Now here is Harris. Turner with it. Now defended by Powell. Turner passes to Harris. That one good for 2. Harris has got his team on the board to start the game for the Bucks.
Well, he's a bigger guard at 210 pounds. Harris can mix it up in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo. And here is Powell. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Powell.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Harris outside. Back to Giannis. Turner with a screen on Adebayo. Outside Turner. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside.
Well, hey, shooting off the catch is right in Turner's wheelhouse.
Powell with it. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Ware. Back to Powell. 5 to shoot. Here's Jaquez. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Rollins the pass to Kuzma. No good from outside. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Back over to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's Harris. The Heat getting the bucket. Kuzma outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adebayo. Out to Powell. Rebound, Milwaukee. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
Yeah, the whole challenge is controlling the game and being able to do what you want to do. They did that perfectly.
Bucks trail by 3. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Heat tied up with them.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Turner with a screen on Mitchell. And he drives in. Rollins with the bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Powell against Harris. Powell down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator aside from Tyler Hero. For all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
First one falls for him. And last season, the Heat with their worst finish in a decade. Greg, it was surprising.
Well, the Jimmy Butler saga hung over the middle part of the season. The team's best player had 1 foot out the door even before they traded him. So now this team pivots towards that younger core.
And so Powell nails both of them.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
Now here's Kuzma. Still without a basket. Here's Antetokounmpo. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat leading by 3. Here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. On defense, the Heat. 3-point lead. Antetokounmpo passes to Harris. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. He nails it, and we're tied up.
That is a great possession. Get Kuzma the ball, and Kyle will drill those catch-and-shoot chances.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now, Ware. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Adebayo passes to Jaquez. And again, it's the Heat missing. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, Giannis knew that pass was coming his way, so he's able to get elevated right on time.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against Dallas. Mitchell passes to Ware. Now Powell. Here's the teardrop. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner inside. Powell's there. The shot by Turner no good. Miami trailing. Now here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. Jaquez finds Powell. Good on the triple.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make you pay.
Here's Rollins. Harris outside. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Lock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Harris misses.
Sneaking in to grab that board. Gotta love it.
In the corner, Powell with it. Harris with it. Now defended by Powell. Rollins against Mitchell. Giannis left side. Swiped it away. And here's the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Gary Harris.
There's a guy who just stays active all the time. Bam Adebayo.
First free throw is good. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
The Heat making a switch here. Heroes checked in. And the Miami front office stand hinting at personnel and philosophical changes after last season.
Well, when you win 37 games, there's obviously cause for change. And the Heat are never complacent, Kevin, and they've got no interest in full-scale rebuilds.
Trent against Hero. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Powell. Lets it go with a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Powell's got 8 points.
Yeah, even with a man right up on him, it's hard to disrupt Powell's rhythm on his jumper.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And a new group in for the Heat. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Bam Adebayo. Fontecchio's coming in for Jaime Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins is checked in for Norman Powell. And Smith's subbed in for Mitchell. The Bucks also with the sub. Anthony's checked in. Giannis outside. Count it. Good. Giannis has got his second bucket tonight.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Wiggins outside. Back to Hero. And there it is for him. And the Heat lead by 4.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Bucks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Pass to Rollins. Giannis a screen on Hero. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Rollins against Hero. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Anthony. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smith. Here's Wiggins. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Rollins. Misses the 3. Fontecchio with it, picked up by Turner. from 13, and there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Trent outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Smith, the pass to Jovic. Back to Smith. Hero from long range. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Turner, the bounce pass. Pass to Anthony. To the middle. Here's Trent. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
.127 left in the first quarter. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here's Giannis, following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. And Giannis gets it to go.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
.54 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Jovic. And here's Wiggins. They set the pick. Here's Jovic. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Bucks trail by 8. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Hero. Pass to Jovic. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Hero. And Turner kicks to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Anthony to the inside. That's a 2 from Smith. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out front. They lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
The Heat leading by 8. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Cole Anthony. Gary Trent is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Porter. And it's Portis in at the 5, down low. The Bucks shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Anthony against Hero. Portis a screen on Hero. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Bucks trail by 8. Porter looking it over. Fires the 3. Prince misses. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Adebayo passes to Wiggins. And again, it's the Heat missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. From 13, And again, the Bucks miss. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got his first points of the night. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Prince outside. And here's Trent outside. It's hauled in by the Heat. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
Miami leading by 12. Hero kicks to Smith. Pass to Larson. Shot clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's Porter with the 3. Larson with the rebound. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And here's Smith. Pass to Hero. Got a hand on it.
Well, that's just stellar rim protection from Portis. I want to keep seeing this kind of effort from him.
And Adebayo throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Now, here's Trent. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Norman Powell's checked in for Miami. Milwaukee also making some changes. Giannis, he's checked in for Prince. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. And it's Gary Harris in for Kevin Porter. Free throw good, Wiggins. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace. Do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Adebayo. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Giannis passes to Kuzma. Anthony looking it over. And again, the Bucks miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Powell against Kuzma. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 10 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Milwaukee has possession. Outside Anthony. Five on the clock. Here's Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gets.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. Davion Mitchell comes in for Smith.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Giannis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
A towering presence. Adetokounmpo uses his size to his advantage down low.
Here's Kuzma. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Mitchell passes to Jaquez. Powell outside. Pass to Hero. It's Powell on the wing. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And Hero the bucket on the assist by Jaquez. Jaquez has got 3 assists tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Anthony. No scoring in this one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on Jaquez. Giannis outside. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Ware's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Rollins checked in for Cole Anthony. Rollins against Mitchell. Here's Kuzma. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, after struggling in the first period, he's turned it around. You can see the confidence growing.
Adebayo with a screen for Mitchell. Pass to Ware. Shoots over Turner. Ware, no good. Got a piece of it. Bucks trail by 15. Harris, right side. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the 2nd quarter. 0 of 4. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Inside.
Well, after picking up his 3rd foul, they may sit him the rest of the half.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Adebayo. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 40% from the field. Jaquez against Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Heat leading by 14. Mitchell with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Just 5 to shoot. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Turner. Will stand one expression you hear, foul baiting. Players using sneaky tricks to draw a foul.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I'm not a huge fan of that, of guys developing that as a skill. But I will say this. It only works against undisciplined defense. If defense has the discipline to stay solid and fundamental, then you're not going to get baited into those things, and a lot of times those foul baiters end up taking bad shots.
Now Hero, following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner, and it's sent back by Turner. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Rollins hits them both.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
Hero against Harris. Outside Hero. Powell outside. It's good from long range. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Mitchell. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. The story from beyond the arc, here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Number 1, Miles Turner.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Down low, here's Ware, and it's sent back by Turner.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. He knows his team relies on him to protect the paint.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And he sinks the second.
Oh, the great thing about Kuzma is he's so well-rounded. He can do a little bit of everything on the floor.
Outside Hero. To the paint. Here's Hackett. And no good. Giannis with some nice D. Harris passes to Rollins. Now here's Giannis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Inside, here's Hackett. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Well, night in and night out, Jaquez loves to attack the middle of that defense.
Bucks trail by 15. Here's Rollins. 6 points for him. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Offline with his 3.
Hey, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Harris outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Another miss by Giannis.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, Is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Well, there's a handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Out to Turner, the 3-ball, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. That one goes in. Powell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, it doesn't take much for Powell to catch fire. And when this happens, there's little you can do to stop it.
Here's Rollins. 4 seconds left. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Bucks have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And so it's the Miami Heat with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You take a look at the Heat, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It has been a clinic out there by Norman Powell.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
The Heat leading by 14. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Norman Powell is out there with Mitchell. And it's Jaquez in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Mitchell against Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Connects from 3-point range. Kuzma's got the first basket of the second half here for the Bucks. Mitchell against Rollins. Mitchell kicks to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Turner launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle, here's Powell, and it's sent back by Turner.
Listen, Turner creates a lot of problems with his defense. He knows how to use his length to his advantage.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4th in blocks, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And back to your point, he's 2nd in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. And here are the Heat now, searching for that first bucket here in the 3rd. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Now, here's Mitchell. Still yet to score, but Trey Hawkes with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 11.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Harris outside. Here's Rollins. He's got 8. Antetokounmpo, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Mitchell driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Turner with a screen on Adebayo. Stolen by Mitchell. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
For Miami, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, trailing by 13.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Here's Hawkes. He has 7. Mitchell dishes to Ware. On the wing, Hawkes. Free throw drops for Rollins. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Harris outside. Giannis against Adebayo. Clock at 6. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo. Strong finish.
Oh, he's too strong. If you're going to hit Giannis, make him feel it.
The Heat leading by 10. Now Powell. He's got 15. To the inside. Here's Hawkins. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo against Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo finds Kuzma. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Mitchell. from past the arc. And the three ball is good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Yeah, successful trip up the floor. He got a nice look.
Turner with a screen on Adebayo. Here's Antetokounmpo. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Mitchell looking it over. Powell outside. Fires for 3. Some solid defense from Harris. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Rollins, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. He's got 11.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Miami's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Inside, Adebayo kicks to Ware. A three-pointer off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. The lead now in single digits. Harris has got his second bucket.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. Powell for 3. Gets a hand on it, and it's put back by Jaquez. Jaquez has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Powell. Harris passes to Rollins. Back to Harris. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
The Heat leading by 9. Mitchell outside. Pass to Powell. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious. His size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. The Bucks also at the sub. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Portis kicks to Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss. The Heat leading by 9. Teardrop shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Bucks trail by 12. Harris outside. Pass to Turner from outside the arc. Rebound by Mitchell.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Bucks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. They get the rebound. Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Well, look, Portis has made a living out of staying active on the glass.
Miami leading by 10. And here is Hero. He's got 9. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That's 10 points for Bam Adebayo.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Rollins, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Rollins the pass to Portis. Kuzma outside, just 5 on the clock. That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket there from Turner. Turner's got 7.
Well, it's no secret Turner has range, but don't sleep on his ability to get the job done inside, too.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. For 3, Mitchell. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Portis. And that one comes up a bit short. Miami leading by 10. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2. Both teams will make substitutions.
What's up?
And Mitchell no good on that one. Bucks trail by 12. And here's Anthony from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Larson. And here is Hero. Now here's Wiggins. Guarded by Prince. Prince with the defensive effort. The Bucks shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Anthony, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
Fontecchio, defended by Portis. Mitchell outside. Hero from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Anthony, the pass to Portis. Mitchell against Rollins. Pass to Anthony. To the middle. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Rollins.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Mitchell outside. And here's Wiggins, guarded by Prince. The 3. Hero, no good. Bucks trail by 11. And it's Trent in the corner. Trent the screen. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 5 points so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Heat shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Hero. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Heat lead by 11.
Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Here's Rollins. Portis a screen on Mitchell. And Portis throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Heat lead by 12. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? Ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Cole Anthony is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Trent in at the small forward.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
I don't know any coach who wouldn't love to have a Bam Adebayo. His versatility and commitment to the game are just outstanding.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Hero. It's hauled in by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Smith trying to break loose. Hero, no good.
They've made every free throw here in the second half.
Bucks trail by 13. To the paint. Knocked loose. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Outside, Hero. Back to Adebayo. Wiggins, that's a screen for Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Fires the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's, and it's Trent in the corner. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. Miami leading by 10. Smith with it. Hero finds Smith. Right side, Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Bobby Portis.
Great possession. When they get it to Bam inside, good things happen.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And the Heat making a change here. Powell's checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the second free throw, good. Bucks trail by 11. Anthony with the screen on Wiggins. And stolen by Wiggins. Now Smith. Pass to Hero. Wiggins outside. Powell outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Heat lead by 14.
Well, that's his fourth triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
Porter against Smith. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that's his fourth. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Anthony against Hero. Screen by Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. No good off the front iron.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Powell kicks to Smith. Pass to Hero. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Antetokounmpo after Tyler Hero's bucket. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Smith. And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's an 18-point game. Turner with a screen on Wiggins. Giannis drives in. Turner finds Anthony. 5 to shoot. They need this. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Bucks. Trent outside. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Trent's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Milwaukee.
For a pure shooter like Trent Jr., those shorter corner threes are easy money, guys.
Here's Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Bucks trail by 17. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Over in the corner, Turner. They push it up, 4 on 3. Here's Adebayo. Porter pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Turner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now Trent. 6 to shoot. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Now, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Trent against Powell. From the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. From deep, Trent, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That right there shows how confident Trent Jr. is. Feels like he can score whenever he wants.
The Heat leading by 12. Outside, Hero. Powell, the pass to Wiggins. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. From deep, Trent. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, when Hero gets his offense going, he holds nothing back. He just keeps pouring it on.
Bucks trail by 14. Turner with a screen on Hero. Anthony against Hero. Anthony's shot is off.
Well, deep into the game, his team is lagging, and he's been unable to help. Brutal performance from him.
From 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Bam is so crafty inside. You never know when he's going up, and it leads to a foul.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A different look for Miami. Khalil Ware's checked in for Wiggins. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Smith. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Tyler Hero. And then for Milwaukee, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Gary Trent. Gary Harris comes in for Porter. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This is why this team loves involving Antetokounmpo in pick and rolls, because the D has no answers for it.
And here is Mitchell. Powell outside. Adebayo with a screen for Powell. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's textbook pick and roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Right wing. Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. Jaquez against Kuzma. Floats one up. Great D that time from Adebayo. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. Free throw off from Rollins. Bucks trail by 16. Outside Turner launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Turner outside. Here's Harris. Shot clock at 5. From 17 feet away.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Mitchell fires. And the 3 misses. Bucks trail by 18. Kyle Kuzma. The 3 is off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Mitchell, the 3 doesn't go.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Heat.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Bam Adebayo.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's Ware. Turner covering. Now Powell. Adebayo fires. He's off from 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kyle Kuzma. No good from 3. Now Hawkins. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Rollins. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. So they finish out the NBA Cup group round as a 3-1 team.
And whether you're focused on the NBA Cup or the big picture of the regular season, early wins like these are great for your team.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Well, I'm here with Bam Adebayo. Bam, your energy was felt tonight. How do you dig deep to give your team that boost?
Just sacrificing, just going out there, laying it on the line for my teammates, and just going out there and just, playing hard. That's what I do, and, it got contagious.
The hardest part is bringing that every game. Guys, back to you.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight.